Okay, hello, grade 12 students. Welcome to our PE class. Welcome to our video lesson. So what you're going to do in this class, of course, you need to listen. So makikinig lang. At the same time, you can take down notes since the coverage of your examination will be based from this video lesson. Okay? So we will be starting our lesson with the first topic. Okay? Later on, also after this video lesson, magbibigay ako ng task that you need to do and you'll be submitting it personally sa akin. Okay? Ayan. So let's begin. Our lesson for today is all about the risk management of outdoor activities. Okay, every one of you, I know that you are doing outdoor activities like or yung sinasabi din natin mga leisure activities during your free time. So for example, is nagsi-swimming. So yung iba naman is they love to go one place to relax with friends or with someone. Okay? So we will be discussing more about it for you to manage well and to prevent any accident or risk that you may encounter during this activity. And during this lesson, I'll be giving you some idea, some knowledge about the RM or what we call as the risk management. So let's begin. Okay, the first thing that you need to do as a student is what we call as managing the risk. Okay, how do you manage risk? So I think on your own idea. So ngayon pa lang is nag-iisip na kayo, paano ba natin, ano ba yung mga gagawin natin para maiwasan natin yung aksidente? Okay? So may mga pumapasok ng ideya sa atin kung ano ba yung mga dapat natin gawin for you to prevent accident or this risk on a specific scenario. The first one, when we say risk, this one is a potential of losing something of value. So when we say value, this is or such as physical health, social status, emotional well-being, or financial wealth. Okay, physical wealth or health. Okay, basically, halimbawa, pumunta ka sa isang lugar, nadapa ka, or nagkaroon ng aksidente, nagkaroon ka ng laceration or sugat. So that one is an example of a physical health. Social status. Okay, this one relates to the people. Emotional well-being. Yan. What if you're expecting a lot on that area? Halimbawa, pupunta ka sa isang lugar, you're expecting na maganda siya. Pero nakalimutan mong mag-check ng weather and nung pumunta ka na doon, may expectation versus reality. Nalungkot ka. Okay, that is emotional well-being. That one will refer to your emotion. Another one of mine is the financial wealth. Okay, when we say financial, if you have your entrep class, it's basically all about money. So this can be gained or lost when taking risk resulting from given action, activity, and or inaction foreseen or unforeseen. So when we say risk, it can also be defined. Oh, can be defined for a while. How can we go back? Defined as many factor. Okay? Yan. So, yung risk ay yung pwedeng mangyari sa atin na hindi maganda on a specific scenario. Yan. Sige. So, let's have this one. So, this one introduces the four components of a risk management process. So, these are the things that you need to do for you to prevent risk. The first one is, the first example here is what we call as the risk identification. When we say risk identification, this one is primarily involves the identification of the dangers or hazard can give risk and thereby causing an accident. So the first thing that you need to do, kayo ba, kapag punta kayo sa isang lugar, ano yung ginagawa nyo? I know, you're taking pictures, right? May nangayata mag-selfie ngaya kita. Okay, like that one. So that is the first thing that you need to do. That you mostly do on a specific area. Diba? We are taking pictures. Na kung saan it's not good kasi yung pinakauna dapat natin ginagawa, lalong-lalo na kapag tayo ay bago sa isang lugar, is we need to identify the risk. So what will be the possibility or what will be the risk that may happen or that may cause an accident to an individual? So yan una nating iisipin. So when we say outdoor activities kasi, Just like you, I wanted you to experience an outdoor activity. Pero it's too risky nga, delikado. Since marami kayo sa klase ko, marami tayo. So, ibig sabihin, marami ang aking aalagaan. Okay? So, we need to identify if what are the dangers, what are the hazard na pwedeng magbigay sa atin ng accident. That's the first one. Second, second one is what we call as the risk assessment. So, eto naman, when we say risk assessment, it's a degree of risk and the probability of an accident occurring relates to the assessment of risk. So, this time, you're going to evaluate, you're going to assess. Parang it's delikado siya, wag na ako pupunta doon. Okay, like for example, if a mountaineer ka, yan. So mountaineer is you love doing an outdoor activity, like you love to visit mountains, yan. Hiking, trekking, or whatever it is. So syempre yung gagawin mo is you need to check the availability of everything. Like for example, is yung weather natin. Okay? Ano ba yung weather? Ano ba yung weather on that day? Kailan mo siyang i-check? Okay? Try to assess kung pwede ba ito. Pwede ka bang makapunta doon sa isang lugar na yun? You are allowed and mag-enjoy ka. You're going to be productive. Okay? Number 3, managing the risk. Use your risk assessment result to ensure you are focusing on managing the most important things. Okay. So in an outdoor activity, dapat is we must focus on important things. Okay? Manage risk to an acceptable level as described above and by hierarchy of control. So this means your first priority must be to eliminate the risk. Okay, parang ano lang siya. Um, Even though you're enjoying, even though you're doing an outdoor activity, the priority is still your safety. Okay? You need to eliminate the risk. Dapat walang mga pwedeng accidenting pwedeng mangyari kasi that will be your burden. And if that can't reasonably be achieved, then you should try to minimize the risk. Halimbawa, ikaw, you love adventure. Okay, you love adventure. Then, pumunta ka sa isang lugar tapos may gusto kong gawin. May gusto kong gagawin. At first time mo itong gawin, like for example, mag-rappelling ka. Okay? Siyempre, pag first time mo siyang gawin, kakabahan ka. Okay. When we say managing the risk, that is the time for you to try to assess. Kasi after the assessment, you need to know if kaya mo ba yan? Kaya ko ba itong gawin? Okay. If sa tingin mong hindi, kasi you as yourself, since yeah, you have your own, you know on how to assess yourself. Okay, alam mo yung kakayanan mo, alam mo yung limitation mo. So kung hindi mo naman siya kaya, then don't try it. Okay? Kasi maybe that will be the burden of everyone or by the group. Risk reduction. Try to implement a range of strategies that will minimize an acceptable level in attempt to prevent incidents from occurring. This one. Okay, risk reduction. Kung pwede namang iwasan yung pwedeng mga accident, then iwasan. Okay, tandaan po siya. So these are the 4 components of a risk management process. And I know at this moment is meron kayong naiisip kung ano ba yung risk management process nyo as a senior high school students. Okay? So in addition with this, we need to know the hazard associated with outdoor activities may include but are not limited to. So ito yung mga hazard na pwedeng ma-met natin when you're going to do an outdoor activities. The first one is traffic and pedestrian management or pedestrian management. So sino dito ang tawid lang ng tawid? Okay, go lang ng go. Kasi sabi, go lang ng go, right? Baka mabangga ka sa maling tao. Ay, joke lang. Yan. Ultraviolet radiation or exposure. So basically, this one, it refers to the heat. Okay, lalo na ngayon is masyadong mainit. So yung ginagawa natin, pag masyadong mainit ang environment, we need to hydrate ourselves. Drink more than 10 glasses of water. More than that. Okay? Adverse weather condition. So try to use your phone if the temperature or the weather on that date will be good or not. So what will be the condition of the rain, the wind, ice? Wala naman tayo ice dito sa Pilipinas. Or the temperature kung masyadong mainit, masyadong malamig. And also, you need to prepare yourself. You know, class is, if you're going to do an outdoor activity, para kang si Dora. Yung bag mo is your safe guide na kung saan kung kailangan mo ng tulong, kukuha ka ng gamit sa bag mo. Okay, like for example, umbrella, you can have your jacket, you can have your blankets, and so on. So what will be the natural disaster? So may mga location na delikado. Okay? Halimbawa, ikaw, yung classmate mo, niyaya mo siya, sige, next week is magkakaroon tayo ng outdoor activity. Then next week then is nagkaroon ng natural disasters. For example, is nagkaroon ng storm, nagkaroon ng other unexpected circumstances. Then don't go for it. Huwag mo nang ipagsiksikin ang sarili mo kasi masasaktan ka. Okay, joke lang. Ayan. So animals and insects, since we will be dealing to the nature, basically we will meet some wild animals. Okay, especially snakes, mga ahas. Okay, so beware. Yan. Noxious plants. So these are pwede siya yung mga mga tanim na hindi natin kilala tapos makati pala sila, or it can result to some allergies, okay? Or sometimes they are poisonous. General environment, sharp object, trip hazard, terrain, etc. Okay, like for example, magkakaroon ka ng trekking, since we are dealing with the outdoor activities, delikado may mga sharp objects dyan. So, syempre, hindi naman tayo mag-heels kapag magkakaroon ka ng outdoor activity. Kailangan mong magsuot ng proper outfit. Okay? Yan. So, what will be your gear? Ano ba yung susuotin mo? Okay, like that. Participants may be pre-existing medical condition. Sa halimbawa, yung kaibigan mo, halimbawa si Joshua. Okay, si Joshua kaya is may asthma. Yan. So dapat sabihin mo ito sa mga head or sa teacher mo. Sir Don, may asthma. Yan. Siyempre, at least, yung attention ko ay nasa sa'yo. Okay, like that one. So, para at least, your teacher is aware na meron kang mga pre-existing medical condition. Hindi nung nandyan ka na, hindi na ako makahinga dahil iniwan niya ako. No, hindi ganyan. Okay. So, mga ganyan, dapat alam din ng mga superiors, alam ng mga teachers, para alam nila, or kung sino man, yung mga leaders, para alam nila na meron kang medical condition. Okay? So, just in case inatake ka ng medical condition mo, they know on how to respond on that problem. Okay? Next, injuries and accidents. Yung mga injury, the accidents is unexpected. Diba? Yan. Baka hindi mo alam, healthy ka, diba? Ang lakas-lakas mo, then nadapa ka, nagkaroon ka ng fracture. So that one is an unexpected circumstances. So dapat, if you're going to have an outdoor activity, is you need to prepare yourself. Prepare with the first aid kit. Okay? So in our previous discussion, I already discussed to you, ano ba yung mga go bags? Okay, ano ba yung laman ng go bags natin? Yung mga safety kits and so on, right? Okay. Ayan. So, diba nga? Okay. So, another one here is what we call as the uncontrolled environment. Okay, may mga bagay na hindi natin makokontrol. Okay, katulad ng pagmahal niya sa ibang tao. Ay, okay. So these are uncontrolled environments refers to the public places. Like for example, is pupunta ka sa public places, syempre hindi mo yun makontrol yung mga tao. So they have other tasks, they have other activities na, oy, wait lang, teka lang, dahan-dahan lang. Hindi natin yan mapipigilan. Okay, just like a flowing water, yung flowing water or stream sa tubig or sa sapa, hindi natin mapipigilan, wala naman tayong superpowers. You need to be ready about it. The strangers. Okay, what if pumunta ka sa remote area, then you met these strangers na they have other traits and values or other cultures. You need to bear with it. Okay? Ayan. So remember, if we will be visiting to our rural areas, we need to respect them. Kasi may mga tao na they have their own belief. May kanya-kanya silang tradition, may kanya-kanya silang paniniwala, and we as their guest, we need to respect it. Okay? For us to prevent conflict. Lagi po natin yung tatandaan. So workplace bullying and occupational violence. Workplace bullying, I know now is, alam natin may mga bully dito. Sino kaya? Okay? So, workplace bullying basically talks about, ito yung mga kung ano na sinasabi mo, ay, si ganyan, ganyan, ganto, 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 na you are saying negative things to other people and it's not good. Okay? Tandaan po, matanda na kayo. Most of you are 18 years old. Most of you are adult or in the adulthood period. Okay? Occupational violence, what if Sir, si Kuya kaya ngayon, pinagsabihan kaya akong bongi. Okay, sinuntok mo na siya, nagsuntukan na kayo. Okay, Sir, si Kuya ngayon, pinagkuha ako, sinabihan akong pango. Okay, kaya pinangukuman niya. Okay, mga ganyan. So those are occupational violence or violence that may happen on or during your trip. Yan. Okay, next slide. So here are some essential tips for outdoor activities. Ito yung dapat nating tandaan. Sa halimbawa, um, hindi naman ngayon sa ano natin sa PE class kasi alam ko at this moment napaka-busy nyo in finishing your requirements, other subject. So, ako na nag-adjust para sa inyo. So, I'm doing this for your own kasi you can just watch and try to understand and try to study on your safe places. Okay, sa bahay, basta as long as nakikinig ka, nakahiga ka ngayon, okay lang sa akin. Kahit kumakain ko, okay lang sa akin. But the important is you are listening. You can or you are understanding what I'm saying. Okay? So, it depends on you. Yan. So, ito yung mga ano natin, mga tips natin sa outer safety. So in the website of this big Wild World 2020, it explains the risks in nature are real and range from extreme temperature. So ito yung mga common problem, extreme temperature because of the climate change, right? Injuries, yeah, unexpected circumstances, mga wildlife encounters. Mabuti sa atin is mga walang hayop. Mga ganyan. Wala namang mga animals, usually. Ahas lang, mga spiders, mga leeches, mga linta, diba? Navigation errors and more. So sometimes nagkakaroon ng problem because of the navigation. So siguro may mga tao na they are really good in navigating maps, in navigating GPS. Kasi tayo is we are using our smartphone in navigating to a specific place. So meron tayo sa cellphone natin is we are using Waze, 'di ba? Yung Waze is an application where we can just type and from that alam na natin kung saan tayo pupunta. Okay, but many of these risks can be managed proactively by taking steps before you go and knowing what to do while you're out there. Yan. So ano ba yung gagawin natin, class? Siyempre, yung ano natin, sir, mas magaling ngayong biglaan, dana ngayong plano-plano. Sometimes it's good, but sometimes it gives negative impact, especially to your activity. Ay, amo pala ngayon, nalipatan ko ngayon magdarangaya kadi ah. Dangaya ko brief. Okay, dangaya ko panty. Ano supungon ko. Okay? Mga ganyan, because you are unprepared. Okay, so the thing that you need to do is to follow essential tips for outdoor activities. What are these? First one, check multiple weather sources for your actual destination. Here's what I'm saying a while ago is before ako, kasi if magta-travel ako, chine-check ko na yung yung weather on that dates para at least, nung ano pala, or nung sa araw na to is masyadong mainit. So I need to prepare myself. Even though the weather is hindi natin alam kung mauulan ba, iinit. At least you have a guide. Sabi nga, multiple weather sources. Hindi lang isa, hindi lang dalawa, patatlo or more. Okay, weather patterns can change rapidly. Diba? Particularly near large bodies of water and mountainous region. Kapag nasa mountainous region ka, like for example, pupunta ka sa Baguio or other places na may mga mountain, Tagaytay, yan. So you need to check the temperature. You need to check the weather as well. So checking multiple sources, the latest weather will help you as um an outdoor ano ba tawag noon? Yeah, outdoor person. Yan. Number two is assess risk factors and conditions specific to your destination. Halimbawa, magkakaroon ka ng hiking sa Mount Pulag. Okay, so Mount Pulag is one of the highest mountain in the Philippines. Siyempre, malamig doon. So, kailangan mo ng jacket. Okay, hindi somewhat. Kailangan mo ng jacket for you to maximize the heat, the body heat. Yan. So there are so many factors that could impact your safety. So while outdoors, including altitude, the high, yan, gaano ba yan kataas? Gaano ba kataas ang pangarap mo? Yan. Okay, sun exposure because of the temperature, the tide patterns. Remember, maraming yung tide patterns, alam nyo ba, ito yung mga box waves, yeah, if I'm not mistaken. So, ito yung nasa dagat na do not swim kung nagkakaroon ng met ang waves. Kasi maari yung current is hilain ka papunta doon sa dagat, sa mas malalim. So, if you can't swim, wag ka na wag ka na maging matapang. Okay, kasi minsan hindi ka din naman pinaglalaban. Okay, many of these factors you can plan for in advance with the right gear or even leaving at specific time of a day. Yan. So, yung kailangan natin gawin is you need to prepare your gear. Ano ba yung susuotin mo? Ano ba yung OOTD ko? Just like if you're going to date someone or pupunta ka sa isang lugar, pinaghahandaan mo yung kasuotan mo. Katulad din yan kapag magkakaroon ka ng outdoor activity is kailangan mo malaman kung ano ba yung isusuot mo. Yan. So at the same time, you need to leave at a specific time of a day. So if you experience this one, halimbawa yung call time ngaya, friends, saan ka na ngaya? Ay, kakagising ko lang. Okay. Ganyan. May iba naman, friends, saan ka na ngaya? Ay, on the way na ngaya ako pero naliligo pa lang. Sino yung mga ganyan dito? Aminin. So dapat, we need to leave at a specific time para hindi tayo mag-rush. Kasi pag late na tayo sa meeting place or sa eto natin, yung estimated time of arrival natin, tama ba? Yeah. Is nagmamadali tayo. Halimbawa, nakasakyan ka, nakamotor ka pa, nagmamadali ka, the possibility na magkaroon ng accident ay nandun kasi mabilis ka magpatakbo ng iyong sasakyan. Okay? Yeah. Number 3, always carry safety gear tailored for your outing. A great place to start is using a day hike packing list starting point, while covers 10 essential. So you can customize what you carry depending on what type, excuse me, outdoor adventure you have planned. Be sure to plan for the worst case scenario, carrying extra food, water, and layers in case you get lost or injured on your adventure. So, ito yung mga go bags natin. Hindi lang pera yung kailangan nating dalhin, kaya dapat may mga mga things na gagamitin just in case nagkaroon ng mga worst case scenario. At tandaan natin, if you're going to plan on a specific scenario, dapat yung worst case na. Kasi, para at least you are prepared. Kung may mangyari man, may kukunin ka, may gagawin ka, alam yung gagawin mo. Always carry safety gear tailored for your outing. Depends on your outdoor activity na gagawin mo. Halimbawa yung gagawin mo is a mild activity lang, jogging-jogging lang, lakad-lakad lang, then you can have at least your water. Yeah. Pero kung mga extreme activities, extreme outdoor recreation activities, then maghanda ka ng mas prepared na mga gamit for this. Yeah. Number 4, dress appropriately for conditions and season. What if masyadong mainit, then you're wearing a jacket? Okay, pwede din for your protection of the sun, for you to prevent sunburn. Pero if it's not that so friendly naman, halimbawa, may ganyan ka tapos magkakaroon ka ng problema, hindi ka nakakahinga, then wag mo nang suotin ito. Yeah. So wear your most comfortable outfit. Be sure always dress appropriate. Layers are a great way to give yourself option if you have unsure expect if you anticipate changes in the weather. So dapat halimbawa kapag mainit, Okay, ano yung pwede kang magsando yan, ganyan. Pag malamig, at least may protection ka. You can bring jacket. Okay, essential gear. Inspect your essential gear. Make sure your most essential outdoor adventure safety gear is in good working order before you leave home. So, yung gagawin natin dito for number 5, i-check mo muna siya. Ay, di ko man ngayon ginamit, okay pa man nga yan. Sabi nga ni ma'am, okay pa yan. Alam niyo, nakita niyo yung, ano, yung sa tent, sa Facebook, na yung pinadala ng mama niya is yung pang baby na tent, yung parang ano lang siya net. Mga ganun, okay? Ayan. So, just like that is, kung you're expecting on a specific thing, pero nung kukunin mo na siya, ay, hindi naman or sira na pala ito. What will happen? Masasaktan ka lang kasi nag-expect ka. Ay. Okay? Learn basic first aid. Syempre, since you're dealing with an outdoor activity, dapat alam mo ano yung mga basic first aid. What if nagkaroon ng laceration, nadapa siya, hindi mo alam kung ano yung gagawin, nataranta ka pa, na ikaw pa yung nawala ng malay. Nakakahiya naman ata kapag ganun, diba? So at least, I know every one of you since I let you introduce at the same time in your previous years in high school is nagkaroon na kayo ng training about the first aid, isn't it? Okay, share your itinerary. So this is simple yet often overlooked. Imagine heading out on a hike by yourself and getting insured, not a single person knowing what trail you are on. Sabi dito sa number 7, update din pag may time. Okay? Kahit alam kung ano ka, sad boy ka or sad girl ka, mag-update ka kung nasaan ka. Kasi what if kung may nangyari sa'yo, alam nila kung saan ka hahanapin. Okay? So, for this one, is halimbawa, alis ka, pupunta ka sa specific itinerary, then walang nakaalam, inatake ka or nagkaroon ka ng problema, o doon ka na mabubulok kasi walang nakakalam kung nasaan ka. Okay, you can tell your sib, your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad. Wow, taray, mom, dad, B. Okay, diba? Or your teacher or some of your best friend. At least alam nila kung nasaan ka. So just in case nawawala ka na ng ilang araw, alam nila kung saan ka pupunta. Pero yun pala is, kung saan-saan ka na pumunta, diba? Mga ganyan, wag ka muna maging black sheep. B, okay? So, share your itinerary. So, update din pag may time. So, for the last one, before we end our class, is you need to be responsible recreation. So, ito nga, kung ano yung nakita mo doon, just leave it there. Kung nakita mong malinis, then panatiliing malinis. Kung ano yung daladala mo, pag alis mo, kunin mo din siya. So be outside. So getting outside with sunshine and fresh air is important for our mental and physical health, right? Kapag nai-stress ka na, me, I love going out. Funny, I love going out. Mga ganyan kasi it will boost your mental and physical health. When we say mental, that refers to your mind. Sa isip mo, nakaka-relax ka. Physical health is parang naka-reconnect tayo sa nature, yan. Refers to our body. So be safe, avoid groups, wash hands often, practice social distancing. Now is, since nasa pandemic pa din tayo, even though may transition na, is we need to practice social distancing. Okay, avoid groups. But good thing for us is may, ano na tayo, may mga, medyo hindi na masyadong strict. Okay, always wash your hands, lalo-lalo kapag before and after eating a meal. Okay, be flexible. If crowded, choose a different activity or visit the amenity at a later time. Okay, be flexible. Hindi yung, hindi raw, di rin ako mag-in ngayon santa. Padal ngayon kataw. Galit ka, girl. Opo. So, dapat, you need to be flexible. Respect others. Kung someone is using the toilet, respect them. Hindi yung, hindi abo ko na kaya, dun na kaya ako may CR ngayon. Okay, arte-arte ka, be flexible. And last one is, ito yung pinaka-importante sa lahat, class. You need to be respectful. Be thoughtful of your fellow campers. Hindi yung porket ikaw yung pinakamayaman, wala ka ng respeto. Okay, tandaan natin na tayo, even me, pati-pantay lang tayo dito. Okay po. So especially if you're going to do an outdoor activity, you need to respect each other. You need to respect them the way na gusto mong irespeto ka ng iba. Parang gano'n lang siya. Yeah. So that would be our discussion for this video lesson. So I'll be announcing or I'll be giving you the final instruction for you to do a specific task after this. By the way pala is don't forget to write your name at the comment box below sa baba. Yan. Isulat lang pangalan mo, grade and section at kung kailan ka nanood. For example, Don Robin no 12 ABM, May 31, 2023. Okay, that would be an example. Then, comment. Okay, that's it. Because I'll be checking that one by one. So I hope you learned something new on this class again. Thank you so much. And we will see each other again at school at the same time. I'll be updating everyone sa Google Chat natin. So bye, peace everyone. Thank you.